Why did I decide to do this as my first video? So it's currently 5:25 a.m. and I am currently regretting my life choices. I am not a morning person by any means. I'm a sleep person. So when I have to wake up early and disrupt my sleep, if anybody wakes me up and not in a gentle way, I am not fully human. So why did I choose to do a 24-hour readathon and wake up at like 5 in the morning to get started? I don't know, but I thought it would be a good idea because then at least I can read throughout the entire day and then be able to go to sleep when it's at least still dark outside. So I'm gonna go ahead and start the timer at 5:30 so that I'm reading from 5:30 a.m. this Monday morning until 5:30 a.m. Tuesday morning. Oh, why did I decide to do this as my first video? Anyway, these are the books that I will be reading from. Am I going to get to all of them? Probably not, but at least I have options. But the thing is, if I'm not feeling these options that I picked when I was wide awake, bright-eyed, and bushy-tailed, then I'm going to go back upstairs to my room, peruse my bookshelves, and choose something else. Because, you know, life is too short to continue reading something that you're not interested in. The end of that book. But for the first book, I think I'm going to read something short to kick things off. And I think I'm gonna start with I'm Thinking of Ending Things by Ian Reid. This book is 210 pages, so I figured that it would be smart for me to read something short to kick things off, to like jumpstart my nervous system. And why not with a good thriller? I have bottled water and my Alani to get things started. I also made a shrimp. Not no shrimp. I'm very tired. I made a spinach feta quiche last night, but like I said, I'm not a morning person, which means I'm not a breakfast person. I have snacks for later on, and I should be straight for the next 24 hours. Okay, we're gonna start the timer. It's 5:30 and the time begins. So let's go ahead and get cozy and get started with I'm Ending Things. Let's go. For some reason, the timer paused out of nowhere. So now it's saying that the timer won't end until 5:53. So I guess that's when this 24-hour readathon will end. It is what it is. Okay, so we are at the 2-hour mark and I'm at page 52. It's very weird, like just how this girl, she's talking about ending things with her boyfriend. She's currently on her way to meeting his parents. They are driving, talking, having weird conversations, and she's just very sporadic with how she's talking, how she's sharing things. Like things are jumping around very quickly, which is kind of hard to follow in some ways, but I feel like she is trying to justify her reason for wanting to break up with her boyfriend. Also, like weird things happening with, like she said that someone has been calling her, leaving her weird messages, like saying the same line over and over again and kind of freaking her out in what they're saying. She also has been trying to like answer the phone, and the person who's been calling has been hanging up. They've only been leaving voicemails. It's just very eerie. I'm trying to figure out where this is going. 2 hours in, I have no clue where we're gonna go with this read, but so far so good. I'm still invested, still trying to figure things out, still wanting to finish the book, but like I said, it's just very, very weird. I feel like this is more of a psychological thriller than a regular thriller, but it's jumping around a lot in this book. There's also like lines in between the story being told of like dialogue of what's going on, and the dialogue isn't really telling us much. Like it sounds like unaliving oneself and them talking about the person who unalived themselves, and then it jumps to talking about a person just going mad and like completely trashing a place and putting graffiti on the wall and part of the graffiti that's on the wall is a line that this girl has received in her messages whenever that person's calling. So I am completely confused. I have no clue where we're going, but let's keep reading and see where we're at within the next couple of hours. Okay, so things are getting weirder and weirder. I'm on page 91 and they're finally made it to his parents' house and things are just weird. Like where the animals are, things just seem weird. The barn, the farmland seems weird. They walk into the farmhouse and someone who seems to be like his mother is just standing in the window. But when they walk in, nobody's coming downstairs. Like they're taking a long time to come downstairs to meet her. The whole setup in the farmhouse is weird. Like everything's just tidy and clean. But when you work on a farm, like the house should be a little bit untidy. There should be some dust, some hair somewhere. And she's looking at different photos in the house and she finds a photo, but her boyfriend says that it's him. But she's like, there's no way because this photo looks kind of old. But then when she looks at the photo looks like a little girl. Not only just a little girl, but the little girl looks like her. So again, I don't know where we're going with this. We are currently, I want to say like 3 hours in. And like I said, I'm on page 91 because I am lost. This book is just going in a bunch of different directions. I'm a little bit thrown off, but I'm still very much invested. Is getting like really weird. All of a sudden he has like this brother that nobody knew about. Like I said, I think this is a psychological thriller. I'm so happy that I'm going in blind because I am wanting to finish the read so I can know what's actually going on, so I can actually put these pieces together. But it's going really well. I'm on page 131, I believe. I'm getting a little bit hungry, but I want to finish this book before I eat and before I start a new one. So heating up a quiche sounds pretty nice right now, but I want to finish this book before I do that. And also I want to make an iced latte before I start a new book. So we're going to finish this one, then we're going to eat, make a latte. But I'm thinking about for the next one, I'm not sure. I might do The Quiet Tenant or I might do Rock, Paper, Scissors. I'm leaning more towards Rock, Paper, Scissors. Again, I'm going into all my books blind, so I don't know what any of those books are about, but whichever basically calls to me and says, read me now, I'm gonna read. I'm 100% a mood reader, so I'm just gonna let it all flow. Let's continue reading. Okay, I have about like 20 pages left and still lost and confused. Like now she's stuck in a school. Her boyfriend left her, but then she finds his clothes in a running shower. And the dialogue that's going in between, it's like they're describing the janitor that she says that she sees in the school that's been like following her and chasing her and hunting her. But the little details about the janitor are details about her and about her boyfriend's parents and about her boyfriend and her boyfriend's brother. It's a bunch of weird things going on, but we have 20 pages left and I think I'm about like 5 hours in. I'm just as lost as I was from when I first started this book, but we're gonna keep reading and see where we end up after these 20 pages, and I'll come back with some sort of, I don't know, debrief idea. I don't know. I don't even know if answers will be given, to be honest, but let's keep reading. Feel crazy. I shouldn't have started this book first. Like waking up so early and already being like kind of out of it and discombobulated and reading this. I'm wide awake now, but I feel crazy. My mind is just like going in circles. This has to be a psychological thriller because there is no way. And our main character has switched from saying me, I am my to we. Who is we? Then she says that she opens up the picture that the mom had painted for her and she opens it up and she sees that she is Jake, which is her boyfriend. What do you mean you're Jake? I am so confused. Okay, my hands are sweating. I just finished I'm Thinking of Ending Things by Ian Reid. This man is disturbed. Oh my gosh. This was an excellent read. Even though the topic was disturbing, this was such an amazing thriller. I was at the edge of my seat. I had no clue where we were going. My mind was going back and forth, tossing and turning. Like I just couldn't keep up at certain points. But this is the first 5-star of the new year for me. This book, like I said, disturbing, but so good. I don't even know what to say about this. All I know is that I rated a 5-star. I don't know why it took me so long to read this, but this is so good. Okay, I need to go ahead and make some food, make me a nice latte, and just sit with this for a little bit. But the clock is going to continue to run. Right now it says we have 18 hours, 21 minutes, and 38 seconds left. Let's get some fuel, because wow. All right, so we have our spinach feta quiche. I made a maple brown sugar iced latte with oat milk. This is what I needed. This is my go-to latte that I make every morning. It hits every time. I'm gonna say it here first, y'all. I'm a great cook. My family will tell you they would prefer my cooking over anybody else's, any restaurant, anything. And I'm not exaggerating. I'm not. I'm being very humble right now. First bite goes to you. You good? Like it literally melts in your mouth. Now I don't know which book to pick. After I'm thinking about ending things, I don't even know where I want to go. I'm thinking about reading Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Feeney. This will be my first Alice Feeney book. I feel like it's only right. I have Lakewood, but I don't want to do anything psychological right now because, like I said, I'm thinking about ending things really has me like... Child, woo! I have The Quiet Tenant. Then I have All Her Little Secrets by Wanda M. Morris. The Murder Games. I have Sky Hunter. Been on my shelves for a while. But so has Sharp Objects. So I guess it's between these two. The Quiet Tenant and Rock, Paper, Scissors. Let's see what Siri has to say. Rock, Paper, Scissors will be heads. The Quiet Tenant will be tails. Hey Siri, choose heads or tails. So it's heads, and heads was Rock, Paper, Scissors. Heads was Rock, Paper, Scissors. I almost forgot. Right now it's 17 hours, 33 minutes, and 27 seconds. So let's get to reading. Right now I'm on page 32 and we have 16 hours, 23 minutes and 3 seconds left. Right now it's just setting the stage. They just got to this newly renovated chapel. They are a married couple who is just on the rocks, like they're going through it. And their therapist actually said that it would be good for them to go ahead and go away to rekindle their marriage. Do they think it's going to rekindle their marriage? They don't. But what's interesting about this couple is that the husband suffers from like this disorder that gives him like face blindness where he can't see other people's features. And that's kind of interesting. A part of me feels like his wife isn't his wife and that she's been playing him this entire time. And she's used his face blindness to basically get over on him. But we'll see. I'm liking the vibe so far, but it takes place in the middle of a snowstorm. We are in the middle of recovering from a snowstorm from yesterday. It's still snowing a little bit today, but like it just feels like the right book. But we're going to continue reading. I'm going to finish my iced latte. I might make another one. I'm not sure. Maybe I need to drink a little bit of water instead for a little while because I just had Alani not too long ago. And then having this latte, it's just a lot going on in my mouth right now. Pause. It's currently 2:30 p.m. and I am so invested in this book. This book is really, really good so far. It's keeping me hooked. Like, I want to know more. The writing is very fast paced. It's just like a really good read. Just how Alice Feeney is writing and putting the story together from two point of views and a different point of view that's written through letters. I'm feeling this. Her not telling her face blind husband that his favorite author was in the room trying to get his attention multiple times is diabolical. I can see why they have issues and why they have problems. It seems like she is trying to control things and use his face blindness as a weakness. Girl, why? That is crazy. I really wonder what is about to happen because now the book has introduced another character, and this character lives in the cottage close to the chapel, and she seems very odd. She is watching them. She's worried for their safety. But then like she also has like this weird element to her where she is feeding something in her home. And I don't know what this is. The last sentence of this chapter literally says company is company in whatever form it takes. So is it a cat? Is it something that is supernatural? I have no clue. No clue. And I am invested. If I have no clue where this is going, is this about to be another 5-star? I don't know. We're only 81 pages in. Let's keep reading. Okay, so right now we are on page 110. Now this new character has something to do or has a connection with the husband. How is it that it's such a huge coincidence that the husband and his wife wind up going to this chapel to stay, and this woman lives in the cottage not too far from the chapel, and she has the keys and easy access to the chapel? Also, like, what does she have to do with him having these dreams of his mother dying over and over again? How is she a huge player in this game right now? Y'all, I'm invested. I am invested. We are about an hour out from making it halfway to the 12-hour mark. It's currently 5:01 p.m. I am not sleepy. I'm fine right now. I will probably check back in if something else happens or if my mood changes. This story is getting wild. This book is getting crazy, like super, super crazy. The thing that this woman was feeding was her pet rabbit. They also revealed that she invited them there. I need a coffee break. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a latte and come back because I need caffeine. I'm starting to feel a little bit tired. Not like tired to the point where I want to go to sleep, but I feel kind of like I can just take a break, tap out for a little while and come back. But I don't want to do that. I just want to go ahead and get this latte and then get right back to it so we can finish this book and start a new one. But this book is getting so good. I really can't put it down. We're going to go ahead and get this latte so that we can get a little more pep in our step and get to reading. This is the one.
Huh?
Miss Alice, I'm gonna need you to come to the front because what? I have 30 more pages left, a little bit less. Girl, this is my first read from you. What did you put in this? Oh my gosh. Let's see where this takes us, okay? Because I have a feeling that you're not done yet. Did I just finish another 5-star read during this readathon? Yes, I did. Alice Feeney. I thought I had it, but I didn't have it. I didn't know. Yeah, like I absolutely had no clue about your pen, Miss Alice. This book had me hooked from beginning to end. Every single page, there was never a dull moment on any of the pages in this here book, in this here masterpiece. I really thought that I knew something. Apparently, I know nothing. This is my first Alice Feeney book. Mark my words, this will not be my last. I can't believe I hit 2 5-star reads in one readathon back to back. Okay, so right now it's 11:35 p.m. I'm not tired, which is actually shocking, but you know, we're gonna keep it moving. So I think I can fit in one more book, but I'm gonna try to fit in 2. But if I don't fit in 2, it'll just be the one. But I don't know which one to do next. I'm thinking Sharp Objects by Gillian Flynn, only because it's short. It has 252 pages, which I feel like I could bang out in about 6 hours. But then I also want to honestly read Lakewood because this is supposed to be another psychological thriller, and I feel like it also matches up with the other 2 books being red, black, white, and gray. Do I want to read that, or should I go ahead and read Quiet Tenant because it was literally a tie up between Rock, Paper, Scissors and The Quiet Tenant? What should I do? What should I do? Which one should I do? I don't know which one to pick from 3. Put in the comments which one you would choose, but I think I'm gonna go with
a few moments later.
In the comments, if you chose Lakewood, you were correct. So let's go ahead and finish our possibly final book of the 24-hour readathon, Lakewood. I have 4 hours, 44 minutes, and some seconds left. I am currently on page 43. I'm into it, but it's just that like I would rather be sleeping right now. I don't know if I'm tired or if I'm just like fatigued from reading all those words in 24 hours, but you know, we're gonna power through. The story basically is about this girl who is a college student and she's just trying to keep her head above water. She just lost her grandmother. Her mother is sick and she's basically taking care of everything. And of course, there's like this place that is hosting experiments or hosting surveys, if you will. And they reached out to her and said that they will like give her a stipend, give her compensation, all that. And also help with insurance. So with things like that, especially that is government run or government based, they are basically preying on Black people who need the money and need the resources fast. And she fits that category. Like, she needs the money and she needs the resources like now. She is
He needs some milk.
basically desperate right now. So they're using that. I literally look crazy right now. Let's continue reading. My SD card decided that it wanted to be full when it's empty. I'm low-key over it, but I'm gonna keep pushing through. I feel like I'm struggling. I literally have 4 more hours left. I'm at page 62 of Lakewood. There's like a tear coming down my face. I'm so tired. I'm at the point where now I want to stop playing ambiance because it's getting on my nerves. And normally ambiance keeps me focused. I can read through it and it helps me. But right now it's getting on my nerves. Like, I just want to throw my headphones across the room. But so far, Lakewood is getting pretty good. I just am trying to push through. There's 2 hours and 42 minutes and 8 seconds left on the clock. Things are picking up in the book, but it is giving Get Out. We know that they're experimenting on people of color mainly because they want to get intel, but it's just like, where are you taking us? Maybe it's because it's like 3 o'clock in the morning, but I just want to be able to get this book done before the time is out. But it's pretty good though. I just want to know what the end result of this read is. How are you gonna tie it into a bow and like finish it off? I'm rambling right now. Pray for me. I'm gonna be asleep. You understand me? I'm gonna be asleep when I'm done with this. I probably won't even sign off with y'all tonight. Like, I'm going to go to bed, take a shower, and probably touch base with y'all once I can fully put sentences together, put my thoughts into words. My eyes look crazy too. I'm mad that my SD card was reading that it wasn't empty, that it was full when it's actually empty. Tonight, you want to do this now? When I'm doing a 24-hour readathon, you want to do this now? And my skin is dumb oily. Like, I need to wash my face before I go to bed too. Yuck! It's currently 3:45. My throat hurts. My nose hurts. I think I'm having like this sinus thing. I am exhausted. I'm barely reading the page. My brain is completely shut off. I don't know if I'm gonna finish this book tonight because of how I'm reading so slow. Send help, please. I feel like I need to wash my face to wake up a little bit. I have literally like 2 hours left. I'm gonna go ahead and wash my face to wake me up so I can continue reading like a decent human being. Okay, I feel more awake. One less thing to do before I go to bed. Now let's keep reading. Only an hour left. I've literally been on the last 5 pages, maybe even less, the last 2 pages for 20 minutes. This is not optimal. This is not okay. Also, I'm low-key craving McDonald's. Technically, we're still snowed in, so I can't get McDonald's. And eating McDonald's right now, I don't even think they serve fries right now. What am I even talking about? Like, I'm not going to McDonald's, so why does that matter? But we literally have 39 minutes. I've only read 2 pages since the last time I told you guys that I read for 20 minutes 2 pages. I feel like I'm wasting time at this point, but I'm going to keep reading. Regardless how slow I'm reading, it's gonna get read. And I'll probably finish reading this whenever I come back to life again. I only read 2 more pages. But you know what this book also reminds me of? Severance. So if you mix together Get Out, Severance, and Sorry to Bother You, that's what Lakewood is. I figured it out. Nine minutes. I'm gonna try to get down to at least 100 pages left, so all I have is 100 pages left of this book by the time I pick it back up tomorrow or whenever I wake up. Timer is up. I made it to page 175 of Lakewood, and I have about like 75% left of this. I'm going to bed, and I'll talk to you guys when I can form sentences that make sense. Okay, so we are technically a few days after this 24-hour readathon because I needed my rest. I needed to recuperate because those last few hours, I thought that I was losing my mind. Like I was legitimately reading super slow and reading with like this weird accent that sounded like and I was understanding what I was reading, but it was just super slow. And I know that I could have done more if it wasn't for those unfortunate hours. So let's go ahead and talk about the 3 books that I did read during this 24-hour readathon. So the first book that I read in this 24-hour readathon is I'm Thinking of Ending Things by Ian Reid. And this book, when I say that I had no clue what this book was about, I had no clue what this book was about. I was confused the entire time reading. There was a lot of weird like interactions and weird thought processes and weird conversations going on in this book. And I was just trying to keep up, honestly. But this book was an easy read. It wasn't difficult to follow, really. But the ending, though, when we started to really see what was going on and things were becoming clearer, I was like, ain't no way, boy. There ain't no way. This book really had my jaw on the floor. It really took me on a ride. I could not put it down. I did not want to put it down. I was so sad that it was only 210 pages, even though I'm glad it was only 210 pages because I don't even know if I would be able to continue with what we know towards the end because they were playing mind games this entire book, okay? Because my mind at the end of it was just like, I don't believe anything. I don't trust anyone. What is happening here? Do I trust my own mind? Am I going berserk? Even though it was definitely disturbing, this was a 5-star. The way it was written, the way it made you think that you knew something was happening, and the way you thought that things were going one way when it was actually going the complete opposite. 5-star, my friend. If you haven't read this before, definitely pick it up, but make sure you read the trigger warnings because I didn't read the trigger warnings at all. And that's probably why I didn't know what to expect. Okay, so the second book that I read is Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Feeney. This is my first Alice Feeney book, and this will not be my last. This book was phenomenal. You know how like when you read certain thrillers or certain books, like there are certain chapters or certain pages are kind of like throwaway chapters and pages where you're just like, okay, I guess they had to add this in for the story. It's not really thrilling and exciting and it's not really making me want to keep going really, but you know, I'm just gonna keep going because I need to know what happens at the end. This book, that's not what happened. Every single chapter and every single page had me glued to this book. I don't want to give too much away, and I really don't want to give any synopsis of what this book is about, really, because I'm someone who likes to go into books blind, and I like to encourage other people to go into books blindly. So if you haven't read Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Feeney, definitely make sure that you pick it up because you will be on the edge of your seat the entire time. Once that plot twist dropped, 2 plot twists dropped? No, 3? I was just like, I thought that I knew what was going to happen and I had no clue. This book was really, really good. I rated it another 5-star and I was so shocked because I was like 2 5-star bangers back to back during this 24-hour readathon. I'm winning. I'm winning. So since I was on that high of having 2 5-star reads back to back, I was like, this third one is about to be a breeze. And the book that I read was Lakewood by Megan Giddings. This book was so good. And I read up to 175 pages. I didn't DNF it. I actually finished it the day after, but I started to crash. By the time it was 12 o'clock, I was like,
I only have about 6 hours left. I'm going to be fine. I'm going to power through this. I'm going to finish this book and start another one.
that didn't happen, friends. I was exhausted. All of the caffeine that I had with the 2 lattes and the 2 energy drinks, I just fell flat on my face. Literally reading through this book, I thoroughly enjoyed it. This is a book that I would recommend to anybody who would listen. But I didn't know what I was even doing at that point. But I finished this book the day after, and when I tell you that this book is an amazing psychological thriller, it is an amazing psychological thriller. It says on the blurb that it's reminiscent of Jordan Peele's terrifying film Get Out, but it also reminded me of the movie Sorry to Bother You, and it also reminded me of the TV show Severance. All of them put together in this book. And y'all, when I tell you that this book made me even more angry with the system,
Hey, what's going on?
it's nothing new about the studies and things like that, about tests and all those things. And it's a part of history, right? It's a part of what people have done to Black people in this country and beyond. I don't know. It was just such a good read, even though it did make me angry and I was very much outraged throughout the entire read. It psychologically messed me up because you don't know, along with the character, you don't know what's real and what's not. But this was very, very good. I gave it 4.75 stars. So yeah, these are the 3 reads that I read during the 24-hour readathon. And I am actually very proud of myself. I am proud that I did not go to sleep, that I didn't pass out during the 24 hours, that I actually powered through, and that I got some decent amount of reading done. And now that I know that I can do it, because this is my first 24-hour readathon, I am so excited to do more 24-hour readathons and more challenges with my reading, because like I said on my TikTok, if you're not following me, what are you doing? All I want to do is bring little Jazz back and do what she loves, which is reading and having fun with reading. And a part of me having fun with reading is creating different challenges for myself, not only to get through my reading goals, but to also have fun with my reading. So this 24-hour readathon definitely did that. So have you read any of these books? What did you think? What did you rate it? Tell me how you felt about them. Tell me if you have done a 24-hour readathon. How'd you do? How many books did you read? Are you going to do a 24-hour readathon after this? Definitely let me know in the comments, and I can't wait to talk to you guys more about books. So that's it, Bookies. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so you can keep up with me and what I'm reading, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye, Bookies.